get started. So you'll need a chair. Sorry if I didn't say that sooner. Take a moment, grab yourselves a chair, and I'm gonna bring myself up to full screen, hopefully. Okay. Hey everyone. So you have a chair handy, you won't need it at first. We're just warming up, and as always often happens, I might be headless for some of this. Big deep breath in. Exhale, bring it down. Big deep breath in. Exhale, bring it down. Roll those shoulders. Both. Tap, tap, tap. Swing those arms. Press those arms forward as you push your toes forward. 4, 3, 2, hold the arms, pull it back, knee lift. Good. Angle that. Arms go up and over, knees come up. So keep in mind you're bringing your knee up to you, not hunkering down to your knee. In a moment, we're going to stay on our right leg and we're going to double time it. 4, 3, right leg only, double time it. 4, 3, 2, last one. Big deep breath in, roll those shoulders up, back and down. Arms down to the side, shrug. Both arms, bigger arms, and swing them. Turn that into front. Hold the arms up, pull back, knee lifts. Good, we're gonna start a little up and over. Again, in a moment, we'll stay on the left and we'll double time it. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Big deep breath in. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Roll up on your toes for me. Pull your abs in. Lengthen your tailbone. Ribs are down. You're going to bend your knees and let those knees come out right over your toes. A little balance work, a little bit of quad and glute to warm up. Heels down, come up, relax down, lift those heels, sit down in your plie, and up. So simple arms are just up and down. A little more if you want, up and out. Still keeping that heart rate up a little bit. Keep that going. Four. Last 2. Last one, we're gonna stay up, arms come up, pull those ribs down, abs drawn in, shoulders up, back, and down. All right, we're gonna try and keep our heart rates up a little bit with a little bit of upper body. So we're gonna bring that chair. As always, if you have the back of the chair against the wall, it'll be a little safer. But you know me, I just say what you should do and then I don't do it. So Pilates type push-ups, that means your hands are pretty close together. You're in a beautiful plank position. Press through the heels, shoulders out of your ears. Bend your elbows, come backwards, and press up.
He did something with her thing that's not allowing him, I think.
What was that? That was strange. Sorry. Is everybody okay? You can hear me? If you cannot hear me, unmute yourself and let me know, please. Good. Last one, hover here, go a little deeper, add strong in, tailbone under 3, 2, and 1. Bring that up, big deep breath in, roll those shoulders up, back and down, lift those arms towards the sky and squeeze back so you get a nice stretch across your chest. Okay, we are going to continue to keep that upper body going with some dips. We did these last week, so keep in mind that your hands are towards the front, your hips are towards the front, shoulders up, back and down. Starting out, knees are bent, and you just slide down, tailbone close to that chair. If you're out here, puts undue stress on the shoulder, and it's kind of a different exercise. If you want more challenge, start to walk your feet forward, still a bend in those knees, and still sliding down right up against that chair. Good, come on up, take a quick little break, shake those arms out. One arm up, across your body, up, over, down and around. Other arm across, up, over, down and around, and shake it out. One last quick little set of dips. If you want to go to even more challenging position, legs will be out in front of you, and again, you're just sliding up and down. Last one, bring it up, shake it out, come on up, and now we are going to use our chair again. We're going to have a couple of little cardio segments in here, but first for now, we're going to work that lower body. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Standing leg is going to bend, outside leg is going to come in. We're going to come down. We're going to slide that leg out, lift it up to get a little bit of quad, and then everything comes up and you rise up on your toes and extend it out. We're going to cut that, we're going to change that up a little bit. We're just going to come down, up, lift, and out. Down, up, out, and lift. Because I can just change my mind mid-idea. As you're coming up, you're rolling up on those toes. You should be getting work in that half of that standing leg. If that's too much, you can certainly do this without that rise, that releve. Good, keep that going. Come down, bend those knees, come up, releve, outside leg extends. Make sure it's in turnout, arm out to the side. If this gets to be too much on that standing leg, come down on that heel. Otherwise, bend that knee, reach, reach. You guys keep going. I'm just going to turn that music down so it's not just irritating to everyone. You should be feeling that in this quad and still in that calf. You can add a calf raise if you want. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully this leg felt that. So step back with that leg. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Tuck your booty under and then bend the knee. As you drop down, that should help stretch out that quad. Arm can come up. You can lengthen back, or you can actually tuck the ribs and the hips together a little bit and get a little deeper stretch. All right, same thing, other side. Switch it up. Outside leg extends. We bend both knees. Bring it up, develop, and bring it down. Both knees bend. Adding on, we're going to go into that heel raise on that standing leg. Good, keep that going. Again, calf work on that standing leg. Outside leg should be feeling some in that quad. Last two. Last one. Come up, come down, stay down on the heel if you want, or rise up. Anyway, we're bending that knee and reaching, and reaching, and reach, and reach. Again, adding on that calf raise if you want, but make sure there's a little bend and straighten in that outside leg, your gesture leg. Arm out to the side, overhead. You guys get to choose because I'm not there to tell you which way. Not that I would normally tell you where to do that anyway. 3, 2, and 1. Again, step back with the leg that you just worked. Tuck the hip under and drop into it. We'll stretch out those calves in a minute, but they're probably going to work a little bit more. All right, let's flip that chair around again. Hopefully you have a lightweight chair as mine is. Little teeny cardio segment here. So inside leg points towards that arm up, and we're just going to give a little quick knee up and in, elbow to that knee. Three, 2, and 1. Now we're going to use that chair, and you're going to have some options. You can, if that is a narrow back of your chair, you might want to just hold it with your arm. If you could rest your arm on it comfortably, because you're going to be putting your weight on it, you could do that. You could try going into the seat of the chair, but for someone like me, that's going to be pretty far down. So you can play with that. What you're going to do is basically try and find a sort of almost like a side plank position. Outside leg is up, very important. Inside leg bends, right? So make sure there's a bend in that knee. Outside leg, we start with it toe pointed. Make sure it's not ahead of you. Bring it in line. And then give me a tiny circle, tiny circle. Again, feeling some love here. Good. Reverse that circle for me, please. Bring that leg down in front, bring it up, bring it back, and tap it behind you, and up and over, and behind you, and up and over. Did I tell you you need 30 feet of space around you? Again, that standing leg is still bent. That standing leg, by the way, is not on vacation by any means, I hope you realize. Good. Couple more here. Very nice. Rise up. We're not done on that side. Just take a break. Right back down again. Top leg is up. Arm is up over your head. Okay. Little challenge for coordination here. Put your hand on the back of the chair. Bring your knee and your elbow together. And then drop down and stretch. So as you come up, your arm, bottom arm straightens, and then you come down and up and reach. And again, standing leg is working pretty hard here. Last two. Last one, stay here, elbow knee, 4, 3, 2. Outside leg crosses over, hip, press in with that hip. Good, turn and face your chair, take that same leg across, outer hip stretch, booty up in the air. Give it a little shake, roll it under. Let's give some love to that standing leg, booty out. Tuck it under, that should turn it into a low back stretch. And then stick your booty out again, and that's your outer hip. Okay, other side, so chair goes around again. First, that little cardio segment, so your hand can just be on the back of the chair for now. Arm up and over, and we just give it a little lift. Sorry, you're not completely sideways, you're somewhat facing that chair. Last two, last one. And now you make that decision. Can you be here on the back of your chair safely? Standing leg is bent. Outside leg hits your rocking chair. Okay, there we go. Standing leg is bent. Outside leg, circle for me, please. And reverse. Good. Leg comes down in front, lift it up and over, and it reaches down behind you. Up, over, and up, around, and down. Up, and over, and around, and up, and down. Get that going. If we are lucky today, my little great niece Eloise will come up from her nap, and we'll get to meet her at the end of class if she's not otherwise engaged. Good, last two, and last one. Woo, stand it up, take a little break, and then we're right back over. Standing leg bends, outside leg is up, arm up and over, and this is knee to elbow, drop onto the bottom elbow, come up, knee to elbow, bottom arm straightens, up and over, and lift. Last two. Last one, we leave it here, pulse, pulse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, that leg goes in front. Hip shoots to the side. Nice stretch here. Bring it up. Turn sideways. Take that same leg across. Booty out. Roll it under. Stick it out again. And then roll it under and let's switch legs, please. Opposite leg goes across. Roll it under. Stick it out. And roll it under. Okay. Just keep that heart rate up a teeny bit and annoy our upper body a wee bit more. We're going to do a little bit more push-up work and tricep dip. Teeny bit of tricep dip. I know we did a lot already. Next week, we'll probably use light weight, so keep that in mind. So here we go. Bringing yourself out, extend, pull your abs in, booty under, so it's not, just this hip motion. I can't see you, so I know you're being honest here. Elbows graze that rib cage as you lower and lift. Good. Last one, can you hold it here, pull those belly button muscles in, tuck those hips a little, go a little deeper, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, press it back. Good. Bend those knees, let those arms shake. Give yourself a little support. Come on up, neutral spine. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Time for some more tricep love. All right, so one set of tricep dips, and you get to choose. Are you staying close by? Are your legs out? Or Julia, or whoever is that leg up, and you're going single leg. So join me now. If you're doing single leg, go ahead and switch it up. And then come up. Right arm goes up and touches your right shoulder. Press it back if you like. Bring it to center, press it back. And then bring it over to your left shoulder. Shake it out. Left arm up, taps your left shoulder, press it back. and center. And over to the right. Very nice, shake it out. Come on up. One more little bit of standing work, and then I have a special and experimental tricep and booty exercise. Okay, so again, we're gonna get a little bit of calf work here. Really simple. We're just gonna do our tendu. So we're gonna go 4 directions. We're gonna go front, and then as you come up on your toes. Down on your heels and up on your toes. Down on your heel, up on your toes. Arms, if you like, up, or if you like, out to the side. Just think, if you're doing out to the side, do you have a frame as if you have a pole from your hip to your armpit, and then that arm is beautiful. Last 2 here. The last one. Bring that leg to the side. Toe is still pointed out. Abs are drawn in. Standing leg bends. And again, releve if you want as your leg comes in. Out. Releve if you like. Last 2. Last 1. Third direction. We're going to go behind us. Again, with that toe turned out, I'm going to need to go sideways here a little bit. So toe turned out, bending into it, and then up on your toes, releve as that leg comes in. Good, keep that going. So I'm hoping that if you are on your left foot, that left calf is definitely getting some work here. We are almost done. Except that I promised you 4 directions, so you know the last direction is our curtsy into it, up on those toes as you come up. Curtsy. Up on those toes, extend that leg if you want. Up on those toes, extend that leg. Just 2 more here. Very nice. Let's stretch out the calf of the leg you just worked. For me, that was my left. So press that left heel back, bend the right knee, and lunge forward. Make sure your booty's not sticking out or you are avoiding the stretch. So lunge forward and bend that knee forward, please. Let's roll up on those toes and turn the heel in and the toe out. You'll notice your left foot wants to move. Push it forward and then lunge into that right leg. So a diagonal stretch now, and then that left knee again. Now we're going to go pigeon toed. So toe in and heel out. Lunge into it. Bend that knee. And roll it up. Well, yes. We do have another leg, don't we? Okay, here we are. So point that leg. Slide it forward. As you come up, roll up on those toes. Forward, up on those toes of that inside leg. You don't have to come up on that calf, those toes if you don't want. It's just suggested. Two more here. Beautiful, come on up. Leg is off to the side now as you come down, and then you come up again, releve. You get to choose your own arm movement. It can come all the way up overhead if you like, or it can come out to the side as you go. Good. Point that leg to the back, and now we go whoops, into our mantle piece, right? Come up on those toes as you come back up. Good. So in turn out, if that's okay with you. Sinking deeply into that standing leg, rolling up on those toes for that extra calf love. Last time, final direction, curtsy, sit down into it, extend it out if you like, into it, roll up on those toes if you're okay with that. I think my cats are gonna feel this tomorrow. And we're done. Whichever leg was just the standing leg goes back behind you to my right. So I'm gonna lunge into my left knee and make sure my hips come forward, keeping that right heel on the ground, and then bend the knee to take it deeper. Roll up on those toes, right toes turn out, hip, rather than shooting back, comes with you, lunge forward, and bend that knee. And then come on up, toes turn in, press that forward, lunge into it, bend that knee. And then come on up. All right, shake it out, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. We are gonna head down to the ground, and you are gonna need your chair for this first round. As I mentioned, we are doing an experiment of hamstring and glute work with the chair. So take a moment, turn your chair to face you when you are lying down. Okay, so fun times. Put your feet up in the chair and then bring it kind of close to you, maybe almost touching your hamstrings. Very close. Heels are on the chair. This is going to be the challenging version. So toes are up in the air, hands down by your sides for now. Big deep breath in. So knees are basically right over your hips. Exhale, you are lifting very high. Can you walk your heels and toes and knees together? Abs drawn in. You should feel your hamstrings and your glutes already. Let's lift those fingers to the sky. Shoulders press back and down. And we lower the hips, and we lift the hips, and we lower, and we lift, and we lower, and we lift. I think you guys can see me, and up, and down, and lift. Last two here. Hold it up. Squeeze the glutes a little harder. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We are not done. But for a moment, just stretch your legs out. I hope you guys felt those. Okay. Right. So let's make this a little more challenging. If you don't like the challenge, stick with what you had. Feet, or excuse me, heels in that chair, big toes together, heels together, hands down by your sides. Lift those hips, get them nice and high. So rather than have a little bend, see if you can lift them up even higher. And then bring that right knee up, in, point your toes, lift that left hip even higher, halfway down, all the way up, up, and lift, lift. Bring it down. Please tell me you felt that. At the end of class, you say to me if you did, please. All right, here we go. Hips up, 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 up. Left leg up in the air. Point those toes with that right hip even higher. halfway down and lift, lift. Did anybody count on the other side? Last 2 and 1, ouch and ouch. Let's give those hamstrings a little love. So left leg goes forward, right knee comes into your chest, nice and close. Cross the right foot over the left thigh, just so you have space, not a thread the needle or anything. And then bring that right knee towards your left shoulder. You should feel that outer hip. And now, go ahead, cross that leg, but we talked about this yesterday in Pilates. Try and get your knee right over your hip, not way out to the side. And then slide that left leg in even closer and thread the needle, but maybe a little deeper into your piriformis today, outer hip muscles, rotator muscles. What the heck, let's do a nice little twist here. You're gonna keep your legs in this format, but drop your feet to the left. So your left thigh, your right foot, that's what lands on the ground. And then you can give your legs some support with your hand, or you could even pull it deeper if you want it. And then come on back through center. Both legs come back up in the chair. And hopefully maybe that right one feels a little livelier. Left knee in, pull it in nice and close, and then just put the left foot on the outside of the right thigh for now. And then give it a nice little pull across your body. Feel that deeper stretch in your outer hip, I hope. Good. And then you are going to go ahead and cross and pull that in, but again, you're not leaving that left knee way off to the side. You're crossing it about midway through your calf. Then you reach for that right hamstring. Flex through that left heel, bring that leg a little closer. And then we're dropping over to the right. I have ornaments there. So drop to the right. Your left foot lands on the ground outside of your right hip. Good, and then mosey on back and go ahead and put your feet back up in that chair, and we're gonna get started on a little bit of ab work. We're gonna do lazy ab work to start with because our legs are they're basically in tabletop position without us having to put them there. How nice is that? Deep breath in, exhale, head, neck, and shoulders gonna flow off the ground, and you're gonna reach for those knees. You're gonna roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And then you're gonna see, could you reach a little higher, and a little higher, and a little higher, and then come down. You don't have to go all the way up. Deep breath in, exhale, reach, lift, 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 and relax down. Inhale. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. Inhale, pause. Exhale, down. Keep that going. Exhaling to lift, add strong in, inhaling to hold, and exhale down. So you exhale on the movement, you inhale at the top, and then you also inhale at the bottom to prepare. Last 2 like this. Last time, exhale to lift, inhale, pause, exhale, roll down. Now, let's just keep everything how it is, but notice that you want to try to have your knees right above your hips for a moment, and then I want you to push your chair maybe 4 or 5 inches, well, mine's on a sticky mat, maybe 4 or 5 inches away, so that when your legs are in that chair, they will no longer be in that 90-degree angle, unless you move them to the edge, which is what I'm asking you to do. So now you have a little more space because we are going to be extending those legs. We're going to start nicely. Head, neck, and shoulders are down. Right leg points to the side, flat abs. Reach those toes as if you're trying to reach the back of your chair. Hold there, and then back to tabletop. So we're reaching and tabletop, and reach and tabletop. What's important though is what's going on in your abs. They are staying flat. Your low back isn't lifting. Just one more like that, and it stays in tabletop. Left leg, same thing. Reach, tabletop. Reach, tabletop. This is just a warm up, you guys know, right? Last two. Last one, both knees, tabletop, lift the toes off the chair. Notice did everything come out of sorts? Let's not be out of sorts these days. Tuck your ribs in, pull them towards your hips, and tuck that tailbone under. Or be out of sorts and have a good cry, or a good connection fit, or a hissy fit, whichever you prefer, and let it out. Right. I had my meltdown on Sunday, just so you know. All right, reach through those toes. I'm trying to humanize myself. Pull that belly button nice and flat. Lower those toes as if you're going to reach to the back of the chair. Flex, lift, and when you come up, just in front of or at your hips. So reach to lower and exhale to flex and lift. You should really, really be feeling this as those legs move away. You should be feeling a beautiful lengthening stretch in those legs and challenge in your abs, making sure, as I mentioned, that your low back doesn't lift up at all. Those abs stay in nice and flat. A couple more times. If that's bugging you to have your arms up, they can certainly be here. If you want a little extra challenge, they can come up over your head. But again, make sure those abs stay flat. Last two. And last one. Hug those knees in. Take a little break. Bring those feet to the edge of your chair again. Head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground just a little ways. Stretch your right leg out. Lift a little higher, and then tap it. Exhale, come up, left leg stretches a little higher and down. So it's kind of a lazy version of single leg stretch. I don't feel all that lazy right now. I feel like I'm working kind of hard. And back. Keep that going. And back. And reach. Good. And last time, single leg reach. Hug your knees in. You probably know what's coming. Leg step, tabletop. Deep breath in, head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. And now we extend both legs. Reach. Can you lift yourself a little higher? Lower your legs a little lower. And then come up. And everything comes down. So that's the simple version we're starting with. Exhale, come up. Reach those legs, lift them. Lower and up. Everything in. Come up, reach, lift, open, close, and down. And extend. Did I change things on you? I might have. A couple more times. Without you here, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, last two. Good, the last one, lift it up, legs go up and down and relax. And adding last addition only if you want, because it's going to be that full teaser. If you want to do that full teaser, you're going to go ahead and move that chair out of your way, please. So I will start you at least with some variations. So pretend like that chair is still there. Head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground, and then you reach your legs, and then you bend your knees and come down. This is kind of the nicer, gentler version of teaser. If you want to go a little farther, you come up, extend the legs, reach the arms overhead, bring it down, lift it up, bring it down, lift it up. Finally, if you want to go all the way in, full teaser, legs are long. Deep breath in, exhale, everything comes up at the same time. And everything goes down. Deep breath in. Exhale everything up. Hold for a moment at the top. And exhale everything down. So you guys are going to do, I know, I'm cheating on you. You're going to do 4 more of those. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of stretch music that is legal because it's by a friend of mine. And therefore, I don't get in trouble for playing it. Keep going. I think you have 2 more, right? All right, and relax. Hug your knees into your chest, please. Back of the neck is nice and long. I don't know if you can even hear this, but I can. All right. Both knees are into your chest, taking a nice little rock side to side. Good. Right foot on the ground, left knee in nice and close. Give it a big hug. Extend that left leg straight up in the air. Point your toes. Exhale, flex through your heel. Point your toes. Flex through the heel. And then this time point and give me some ankle circles, please. Good. Left knee comes in nice and close. Straighten out your right leg. Flex through that right heel. Let your left leg open to the side. Good. Bring that leg across towards your right shoulder. Drop it over to the opposite side. Big twist here. As you come back through center, there's that passive figure four stretch. Then you bend the knee and you cross that gap, close that gap completely. Hug your right knee in nice and close, arms out into a T again, and both knees to the right. Stretch both legs out nice and long, flex through your heels. Just compare the two sides, bend both knees. Right knee into your chest, please. Point that leg up, point your toes, flex your heel, point your toes, flex through the heel. This time point and give me some circles, please. Good. Bend that knee into your chest, let it open to the right. Press it out to the right, straighten out that left leg. Good. Bring it across towards your left shoulder. Drape it across that left thigh, open it up. As you come up, as if you're coming into the thread the needle, close that gap all the way. Hug those knees in. I know I missed something. Straighten out your left leg, full twist if you want. I think I did that on the other side. My apologies if I'm drunk today. I'm not, you know. Good. Back through center. Hug those knees in. And now we go both legs to the left. Good. As you come back through center, stretch those legs long, arms go up overhead. Pull your abs in, pull your belly button in. You're welcome to roll up, or you can turn onto one side. Now you are also welcome to reach up and unmute yourselves while we go through our cat-cow, where we make noises, shoulders out of your ears. As we exhale, roll into that kitty cat stretch. And inhale, open up into your cow. Shoulders out of your ears. Oh. Exhale, cat. Meow. I don't hear anybody. Inhale, cow. Oh, couple more. Again, you can get up and mute yourselves, you know. So I'm just not cat and cowing here in the middle of my house all by myself. I'm waiting for my cat to come around the corner now. Oh, the cow might scare him away. Shake those hips out a little bit. One more cat cow. Meow. One more cow. Take those toes, tuck them under. Press those hips up in the air. Pedal out one leg at a time. Down dog. Nice wide stance. Just hang upside down. Your head and nod yes and shake no. Bend your knees. Extend your spine, lift up. As you come up, give me a beautiful curtsy in one direction. And then the other, we are not quite done. Come on back. And we're gonna try to unmute everyone, and hopefully we won't have that too much of that tin sound. I have the answer